Moyelite. Hello guys. So in today's video, I'm going to explain you about my own experience when it comes to listening Spanish videos. So first of all, I want to tell you that it is really difficult to improve your listening skills, especially when it comes to Spanish, because Spanish is really, for non-native speaker, a fast language. And so therefore, I just want to share with you guys how I improved my listening skills in Spanish. So when I first started learning Spanish, I went to YouTube and I typed in YouTube Spanish comprehensible input. For those who have no idea what comprehensible input is, I have already made a video about that. You can see it here. Okay, but yes, why comprehensible input? Because the thing is, the best way to learn a language is when we understand messages. And that's how I learned Spanish. So I typed on YouTube Spanish comprehensible input and I just watched videos in Spanish, but videos which were really easy to understand. So in my case, I would say A1, so really beginner. And there's one YouTube channel that I personally really like. It is called Dreaming Spanish. Why do I like really this YouTube channel? Because the thing is, then this channel, there are videos in Spanish, but in different levels. For example, for if you're a beginner, but a real beginner, there are some Spanish videos which are spoken slowly and clearly. And also at the same time, you can also see what this person is trying to say, because at the same time, this person is also drawing something, which I personally really like it. And that's how I did it. So the thing is that I only watch videos which were in my level, in the beginning, really beginner, so that my ears are getting used to the sound of this language and also the most common used words. By the way, I also made a video how you can learn a lot of Spanish words fast without having to memorize them. So if you have watched it, yep. When you listen a lot of these videos and when you understand the messages and when you also often hear the most common used words, then eventually your brain is able to pick it up naturally. Okay? And it's not really like to memorize anything, because the thing is, when we memorize some words, we are forcing our brain to do that. But it is not really that beneficial, because maybe in the next day or maybe after 1 week we will forget these words. But when we, for example, listen to some videos which are comprehensible, and also we often hear the same word again, but our intention is not to memorize this word, but only to enjoy the content, the video, then it is really possible to pick up a lot of words naturally. And that's how I did it. So I listened a lot of the videos of Dreaming Spanish. So I would say in the beginning, real beginner. And then afterwards, when my listening skills were improving, I started using some other videos of this channel of Dreaming Spanish, which were a little bit above my level, a little bit. Why? Because the thing is, when you only watch videos, when you know every word, it is good, but you're not progressing. And that's the reason why, after the real beginner stage, I started using some videos, I would say A1, but a little bit above my level, so that I could also pick up some new words naturally. Naturally, yes. And I just want to tell you that it is really a long process, okay? So in my case, it took me, I would say, 6 months to get used to listen to yeah, I would say basic Spanish. So in my opinion, it is more like A2. Yeah, A2, I would say. Why? Because every day I was listening to Spanish videos for 2 hours. I'm talking about my own experience, okay? Maybe for some people it is too much, 2 hours. 5 minutes also okay. Remember, guys, the key is consistency. So if you can do it maybe 5 minutes every day, then do it 5 minutes every day. In my case, it was 2 hours. That's also the reason why I improved faster. And then, yeah, after 2 months, I was able to listen a lot of Spanish videos in A2 level, so fluent in Spanish. And also, I kept doing that. It should become a habit. Listening Spanish every day should become a habit. And so, therefore, after 6 months, I was starting to listen to some intermediate videos, and it was a little bit difficult to understand some words because the speed was a little bit faster. But here's the thing, guys. Actually, we think that the words are spoken faster, but the point is that we don't really know the pronunciation. And so, therefore, when you maybe know a word, but you mispronounce that, respectively, you don't know how to pronounce it correctly, and when you hear this word in the spoken language, then you will think that it is fast, but it's not the truth, because actually your brain didn't really pick up the right pronunciation. And that's also why I think it is so important to have a good pronunciation. So yeah, in my case, I was listening to intermediate Spanish videos, and also I realized that actually there were some words I should have known them, but I wasn't able to pick them up. Why? Because I didn't really know how these words were correctly pronounced. And so therefore, this is important, guys. When there's a word you don't understand, then just go a little bit back and re-listen again. This is one possibility. Or the other possibility is only that just keep listening. So in my case, I'm being honest. I didn't really pay any attention at all if I could understand every word or not. I just kept listening. And yeah, then intermediate Spanish videos, I would also say every day was 1 hour or 2 hours, more or less. Again, it is my own experience. And then afterwards, when I had a really good level of Spanish listening, like I would say B1 to B2, I started to use real native Spanish videos. And I can tell you one thing, in the beginning it was really, really difficult. I understood nothing. It was almost like I would be listening to Speedy Gonzales, you know? Okay, actually he's not speaking fast, but he's running fast. I just want to say that the speed was really fast. Suddenly, the thing is that there were some words I knew because I heard them before when I was my beginner stage and also intermediate stage. And even though those words were pronounced faster, even though he was speaking faster, these words that I listened before and also I know the correct pronunciation at the same time, my brain was able to pick it up. And so again, guys, this is how I learned to listen to Spanish. Keep listening. It takes time. It takes really time. When I first started listening to real native Spanish videos, I listened every day, I would say 30 minutes. Because afterwards, I have to be honest, I was a little bit frustrated. I couldn't understand everything. But 30 minutes is okay. 30 minutes is completely okay. Every day. And then after 1 year or 2 years, to be honest, of listening real native Spanish content, I'm able to understand a lot. But again, guys, in the beginning, doing Spanish, only beginner videos. And then afterwards, I would say when you reach A2 level, intermediate videos of learning Spanish. And then afterwards, when you have a good high level of Spanish listening skills, I would say B1 to B2. Then start using real content Spanish videos. And this can really take a lot of time. In my case, it was, I would say, 2 years. But afterwards, when you often listen again the same word or even the same sentences again, for example, no vale la pena, tiene una buena pinta, something like that, your brain is able to know that. Like, it means like that, it means like that. And that's how I became good in listening to Spanish videos, also listening or also understanding the spoken language. That's how I became very good at it. But it takes time. It is important to be consistent. If you can do it every day, at least 10 minutes or 5 minutes, it's good. It's perfect. Better that than nothing. And it should become a habit. It should become something that you enjoy doing. Okay? Because language learning, it is a lifelong journey, and also it should be enjoyable. Thank you very much for watching my video, and see you next time. Bis demnächst.